Happy Sunday. Well, this is your style appetizer for the week. So I've been having a lot of conversations with the entities that are in the world, meaning I've been having a lot of conversations with, whoops, look at that. I've been having a lot of conversations with possibilities, with the future, which happens only in this moment. And I've been having conversations with my former self, the places that I came from, the lessons that I've learned. And you might be listening to this and you might be going, Liana, that is absolutely insane and crazy. And I can tell you that these conversations have been very, very fruitful. And the reason why I share it with you is because I'm starting to notice that not only did I have these conversations in my heart or in meditative states, but I have put these conversations down on paper. And I delineated the conversation, meaning Liana today, and then Liana 1970. And then I have had different conversations with my guides. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I started to feel and experience a level of lightness, a level of unburdening, a level of being able to look at stuff that's happening on paper, which is my emotions, my thoughts, my feelings, totally down on paper, writing them down. The first reason is because they get out of my head and they stop swirling. The second reason is that when they look back at me from the paper, which is what they say in program, they say that journaling is always a fantastic tool to get things out of our head and then we get out of our fear, and then we get out of a what if. We just put it down on paper. So I started doing that. I started doing that intensely about 6 months ago. And the reason why I'm sharing it with you is because what's been so interesting is I put it down, I write it down, I don't look at it again. And then 6 months later or 8 months later, you go back and you can revisit. So there's three things that have come out of this. One is the lightness of literally unburdening myself, which I want to invite you to do. The second thing is I go back and I read these different components, like me speaking to my younger self, my younger self speaking to my mother as a young woman, my 18-year-old speaking to my mother as an 18-year-old, me speaking to the history of where I came from, almost like being an inquisitive, curious child speaking to the older woman that I am today and going, so what was that like? And then reading all of it on paper. And the third thing that's been really amazing and empowering about this process is that I get to weave the knowledge and the wisdom and the I don't want to say enlightenment, but the learning lessons that come out of this process. And you get to weave them together, and I got to see the intersectionality of some of these experiences and how they layer on top of each other, or how one supported the other in becoming a piece of my learning lesson. So my style appetizer today is go right and be in the inquiry of your own path, of your own learning, of where you came from and where might you be going. And I know that some of you may not believe in this. For me, in my humble opinion, we all have guides. We have angels that are supporting us. Like there was a poem, I think the prophet says, every blade of grass has an angel hovering over it saying, grow, grow, grow. And we humans have exactly the same thing. So stay in touch with your guides. Look over your shoulder and see who's there. Listen to their wisdom, because the quiet, still voice of the universe, of God, of your angels is always there, whispering in our ear. But the conversation in our head before it's on paper is so loud that we can't hear them. So for me, getting quiet in this last year, 2020 was a very quiet year. It gave me the opportunity to listen to voices beyond the voices. And maybe that's a great exercise for you to do. I love you. And play in your closet. Don't forget to go play in your closet, because what's happening in our mind is happening in the closet, and the closet might be talking to you. So I love you. Have a beautiful, wonderful Sunday. Mwah. I wish you all the best. Go play in your closet. Tell me which corner of the universe you're lighting up tonight, today, this afternoon. And I'll see you next time.